Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Bronx Banter. Guys, we have made it. Postseason baseball in the Bronx, the rivalry. Yankees, Red Sox, 3 game set. This is what playoff baseball is all about. This is what we've been waiting for all season long, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, there was to think it was about over a little over a month ago that we were like, oh, the Yankees might not even make it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they finish with the best record in the American League, tied with the Blue Jays. Of course, the Blue Jays win the division, so the Yankees have to play in the wild card. But I mean, without all odds, the Yankees had a great end of the season. They win 8 games in a row, leading into the postseason, and the boys are hot. This is a perfect time for them to really start playing well. And I don't know, man. It's October baseball against your rival. What more can you ask for?
It's really crazy. Like, you go back and you think about the Yankees in June and July and some of those dumb games they lost. If they just won one more, they would have a bye and we'd be playing the ALDS 3 games in the Bronx. But
How many
none.
games did Devin Williams blow
I
for the
know. I
Yankees? I
know.
think he had like 4 losses
That entire
on the
Marlins
season.
series. Remember that Marlins series right after the trade deadline? That is
Oh,
on replay in my head. Caballero let the ball go under his glove, and
the
the
collapse of
yeah,
Bednar,
yeah,
Duvall, and
all the new guys.
oh my God, Jake Bird when
Yeah,
he
that
got
was
there.
that was awful. That was not fun. But nonetheless, it is here. Max Fried against Garrett Crochet tomorrow night in the Bronx. Two of the American League's best pitchers, and this is playoff baseball. I mean, two teams that have obviously historic rivalry, do not like each other, and it's going to be a good one. I would be very surprised if this series does not go to 3 games. I highly believe it'll go to 3 games, and that's where having home field advantage is huge for the Yankees.
Yeah, I would be shocked if this game doesn't. If this doesn't go 3 games, and I'm really excited about the 3 guys that the Yankees are going to send up against the Red Sox: and Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and Cam Schlittler. And this was the big debate last week.
Mm-hmm.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Heel or is it going to be Schlittler? And then Schlittler gets moved to a Saturday start so that he would be in line to start Thursday if need be. Hopefully the Yankees won't need it and they'll take care of business in these 2 games.
But yeah, Cam Schlittler, he earned this. Luis Heel is a great pitcher, don't get me wrong, but he is a little inconsistent, has trouble with the strike zone sometimes, and if you're banking on that in a 3 game wild card series, it can be very risky. But Ryan, before we hop in, obviously this is going to be majority wild card talk. The Yankees took care of business this past week. They swept the White Sox and they swept the Orioles, which they needed to do. And they did it. They put themselves in a position to win the division, but kudos to the Blue Jays. They did their job, swept the Rays. Nothing you can really do about it at the end of the day.
No thanks to the Rays. I mean,
Yeah,
benching Yanni Diaz, Lau, and I mean
Simpson.
Simpson.
I know.
I mean,
What are we
come on,
doing,
what a
guys?
joke!
We gave you a stadium, and this is how you repay us?
Let them play in our stadium all season long, and they can't even win 1 game against the Blue Jays.
I
What a
know.
joke!
1 game is all we were asking, and then they were down 5-0 in the second inning yesterday. It
5-1,
was
5-1.
5-1.
Yeah,
They did kind of come back a little bit, and then they gave up like 17 runs,
no,
so
it was brutal.
it was bad. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the playoffs because the Yankees season could end as soon as Wednesday night. That's insane to think about. I remember watching opening day in one of my classes last semester and seeing Austin Wells go deep, leading off the game, and now we're here. We're in October, almost in October, but playoff baseball. I mean, this is great. I'm so excited.
Before we dig into October baseball, I think we should like take a minute and kind of like talk about some of the guys who have really stepped up this year and made this season all possible. And no better way to start than the MVP, Aaron Judge. If he doesn't win this award, I think they totally need to change what the award means because the award goes to the most valuable player
Hmm.
in the American League, and if that's not Aaron Judge, I don't know who else it is.
It's insane looking at these stats for Judge. Like, people are just glossing over the fact that he hit 331. That's what like contact hitters do nowadays. I saw John Boy on Talking Yanks say, "How would people be reacting if Luis Arias hit 50 home runs?" It feels like Judge is so good that people aren't even really realizing how incredible of a baseball player he is. His OPS was 1.144. The closest in the AL is .959. That's not even close at all. His F4 is 10.1. Next closest is 9.0. And he had 24 go ahead home runs. So for those people that say he's not clutch, 24 go-ahead home runs in one season sounds pretty clutch to me.
All right, you ready? This is the stat head
Comparison.
in comparison. Aaron Judge versus Cal Raleigh. 9.7 WAR for Judge compared to a 7.3 for Raleigh. 152 games played compared to Raleigh's 159. Raleigh with 705 plate appearances. Judge just with 679. Judge leading in hits by 32, 179
It's crazy.
to 147. Obviously, Raleigh leads in home runs and RBIs 60 and 125 to Judge's 53 and 114. And
Which he's
numbers,
not far behind.
exactly. It's not like those numbers are like this. It's
And
more
Judge
very
was
close.
hurt for a couple weeks, and I think he was playing hurt when he
Yeah.
got back for a little while
7
too.
less games and what's that about 26 less plate appearances. So can't put too much in that category. 331 batting average for Judge, 247 for Raleigh, 457 on base percentage compared to Raleigh's 359. Judge is slugging 688, Raleigh just 589. 1.144 OPS compared to Raleigh's 948, and an OPS plus of 215 compared to Raleigh's 169. And then another one that sticks out to me, Judge 124 walks compared to Raleigh's 97, and 36 of Judge's walks
That's
were
crazy.
intentional compared to Raleigh, just 17 intentional walks.
And those 36 intentional walks, 36 is more than any MLB team had, which is an incredible stat. But yeah, it's really not close if you think about it. And I know the argument, he's a catcher, he's playing every day. He DHs a lot too. He's DH'd probably about 50 or 60 times this season, Cal Raleigh. So you can't. It's like voter fatigue. It's the same thing that happened to arguably Lamar Jackson and Nikola Jokic this year in the NFL and NBA. And if they do it to Judge, there might be a war in New York City because he deserves it. It's not close at all. Like no matter what you look at, if the game's on the line and I need one guy at the plate, give me Aaron Judge. If people are saying Cal Raleigh, there's no way. He's hitting 240. Judge is hitting 100 points higher than him almost. It's really not that close. I promise.
It can't be. It really can't be. And then you can bring up the argument of 2017 when they gave the award to Jose Altuve over Aaron Judge, and Altuve was batting like we have been batting like 347, like something like crazy like that. But Judge had all the home runs, all the RBIs. He was leading in on base percentage, and it was literally just. Sometimes it feels like just because he's on the Yankees is why he might not win the award, but who knows? We will see. Could be wrong.
Only time will tell.
Yes.
But the stat for me is that 457 on base percentage. I think your casual everyday baseball fan doesn't realize how incredible it is that he gets on base at a 46% clip.
Yeah. The next highest is 399, and that's George Springer.
Exactly. He's had an incredible season, by the way. I am terrified of him if we get to the ALDS. He's a known Yankee killer, and I just that really worries me. But yeah, George Springer, incredible season. He just gets better with age. It feels like the guy's getting old. He's probably 35 by now. He just gets better every year. But we got the postseason to talk about.
Yeah, we do. And I mean, you have the stats and the numbers, but just some of the guys who are said not to play in tomorrow's game. Let's hear it.
So tomorrow, obviously, Yankees facing Garrett Crochet, very tough lefty, could win the Cy Young Award. So that will lead to Austin Wells catching and Paul Goldschmidt playing first base, which unfortunately means Ben Rice will not be in the lineup. It sucks because Ben Rice has had an incredible season and he won't be in the lineup. But Boone did say today that he does believe Ben Rice will contribute in tomorrow's game at some point. So that would make me believe. If they bring in a righty and Goldschmidt's up, he's pinch hitting Rice, which is good. I don't want Boone to be afraid to pull the plug on a bench guy. You have these bench guys that are righty or lefty specialists. Don't be afraid to use them. If it was me personally, I think I would start Ahmed Rosario either at second or third base. He has an incredible history against Crochet. I think he's 6 for 9 with a home run off of him. So I don't know if that would lead to either Jazz. They might not play Jazz either. Yeah, I really don't know what they're gonna do.
No, they're playing Jazz.
But how do you play Caballero too? If they want to get all these righties in, because McMahon's not gonna play, so either Rosario or Caballero is gonna play third. Me personally, I'd put Rosario because of his history against Crochet. But I don't
Right.
know. Caballero's a better defender at third, and you got to factor those things in because
And
Max Fried.
McMahon is.
Oh, he's incredible, but he's a lefty and he
Yeah.
can't really hit too well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's actually
It's
really tough. Now
it's a
you said
very
so.
tough decision. So I don't.
Jazz will be in the lineup regardless. I think.
I hope. I
I
hope
don't see them benching Jazz.
you need his bat.
What do you think the outfield looks like? You think they bench Trent Grisham?
I do. I really do. I don't think Austin Slater is not a good baseball player. I hope he hits a home run tomorrow and makes me regret
He won't
everything I
play.
just said. Who's gonna play left field then?
Jason Dominguez.
He sucks against lefties.
Yeah.
I don't. At that
But
point,
he'll switch in
at,
on bet righty.
at that point, I would just do Trent Grisham. Honestly,
I can.
I don't know what they're gonna do. There's a
I-
lot of decisions.
I think they'll put Grisham in center, Belly in left, Judge in right, and then DH Stanton. I think that's
hmm
the only really logical.
I think this is what the Yankees did last time. They struck out a lot against Crochet last time they faced him a couple weeks ago, but they battled. They got his pitch count up. He only was able to get through 6 innings, which is if they can hold him to only getting through 6 innings and get 3 runs off of him, that's a win in my book. That's great from the Yankee offense. They just need to fight and just don't let him control the count. Control the box, control the count, and they'll be good because we know Max Fried is going to go out there and he's going to put you in a position to win the game. I have a lot of faith in Max Fried going out there tomorrow night.
I do too. I mean, he's the ace of the staff. Obviously, when he signed here, he knew he would be pitching in a big game. Probably not game one because at the time Garrett Cole was still a healthy Yankee. But no, I think when he signed here, he knew he was going to be pitching in a big moment, and he's just going to get thrown to the wolves here, and it's going to be awesome to see. Trial by fire.
Yeah, and while I think it's very important for the Yankees to win game one, I would still have some confidence if they did go down 0-1 because Carlos Rodon versus Brian Bello, however you say it, the Yankees have had good success against him. He really struggles in the first couple of innings, and last few times out, Yankees have taken great advantage of that and scored, I think, 3 and 4 runs off of him. And then Cam Schlittler versus Lucas Giolito. I may be wrong, but I don't think Schlittler has faced the Red Sox yet in his career. So I think that plays to his favor because they haven't seen him. They don't really know what to expect out of him. So if he can go out there and get you 5 or 6 innings, I mean, I really have faith. But the one thing that we talk about every week, it's going to come down to the bullpen.
Yeah, and especially when you have to play 3 straight games, it's how much life the bullpen can give you. But now you also got to factor in that Luis Gil, Will Warren, their potential long relievers out of the bullpen. We'll probably get that roster, the wild card roster, either later today
Probably
or
tomorrow morning. Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see. We will see.
Me personally, I think Will Warren should come out of the bullpen. I'd love to see him over like a Mark Leiter Jr. I don't really trust Mark Leiter Jr. when he comes in a game. Will Warren, he struggles in the first inning when he's starting, so maybe coming out of the bullpen would relieve those nerves a little bit for him. And I just checked, Cam Schlittler has not faced the Red Sox yet in his career. So I think that's definitely going to be big for him. But if the Yankees somehow do win the first 2 games against the Red Sox, it'll be Cam Schlittler in game 1 in Toronto. That's a big game for the rookie.
And that's going to be huge, and especially against Toronto. And I think Schlittler's just been so great for the Yankees this year. What a find he's been. The rookie is kind of settled in now.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what he can go out there and do, especially with the Yankees putting trust in him.
It really does worry me, the Yankees playing in the Rogers Center in the playoffs, that they don't play good in indoor stadiums in general or turf, anything like that. But I was talking with my dad on the phone earlier, and he said they just need to take 1 game in Toronto. Out of those first 2 games in Toronto, if you take 1 and you're tied up going back to Yankee Stadium, not in a bad spot right there at all. And I think if they make it there, I do believe they can win at least 1.
No, I think they could definitely take 1 in Toronto and then come home and take care of business. That's going to be the biggest thing.
That'd be ideal. All good. We're good. But
we can edit that out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Start.
All right. So we have here the times of the games because, you want to know when the Yankees are going to be playing. So Tuesday and Wednesday night, the Yankees will be playing at 6:08 p.m. on ESPN. So they will have, I think it's Carl Ravitch, Buster Olney, and David Cohn in the booth. Not a bad booth. I like Coney. The other 2, whatever, but I like Coney. Wish it was Michael Kay and Ryan Ruocco, but whatever. And then Game 3, if they need it. Game 3 could be anywhere from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. based on which series are still going on. I really hope the Yankees don't play at 3 o'clock on Thursday. I mean, that's not.
It'd be brutal.
Yeah,
Winner take all at 3 o'clock would be
I,
so bad.
yeah. In the daytime, it just feels weird. I'd rather than play at 8 o'clock. Honestly, I'm fine
I
with that.
also have class on Thursday at 4
Oh,
o'clock.
oh,
I would not be a happy man.
no.
Yeah. So
Phone would be out. You have
I'm
to
hoping
watch
they
that.
take care of business on Monday and Tuesday. Sorry,
Yeah,
Tuesday and Wednesday.
hopefully.
Today's Monday, and I do not have to worry about the game on Thursday.
That'd be great. We can
Yeah,
relax
it
Thursday,
would be ideal.
Friday.
It'd be ideal.
But up here, I have the World Series odds for each team. The Yankees are fourth in World Series odds at plus 700.
And you really can't read too much into that.
Oh, no, not at all.
It's just the betting odds. Who cares?
They'll
The
change
one that
every
sticks out
minute.
to me, the Mariners being like second, that's kind of ridiculous.
They are the second seed in the American League, but the Yankees have a much better record to them. And if we're going in a series against the Mariners, I feel pretty confident. Maybe I'm being a little too cocky. I feel confident in a series against the Mariners. Any team on that side of the bracket, Mariners, Tigers, or Guardians, I feel pretty good against right now.
Yeah, I think it's one of the AL East teams that is headed to the World Series, and I don't think it's very close.
I agree.
I think those are the three best teams.
Oh yeah.
In the postseason, at least on the AL side, and it's not close. And whoever comes out whoever comes out of the ALDS in the bottom half of the bracket is going to the World Series.
I agree 100%.
I really believe that.
That just proves again why the AL East is the best division in baseball. 3 playoff teams, 3 teams that honestly I could see making the World Series, and I would not be that surprised about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about the bracket as a whole and kind of give our takes and our predictions.
Yeah.
At the top of the AL, you have the 6-seeded Detroit Tigers going against their division rival, the Cleveland Guardians, who are the number 3 seed, who snuck in there.
Yeah, that was
Guardians
crazy.
got hot right at the right moment. They stole the division away from the Detroit Tigers.
They were down what, like 15 games in the division?
It was something
That's
ridiculous
crazy.
like
Oh
that.
my gosh. But I don't know who to pick in that series because the Guardians, they're going to play their brand of baseball. They're not going to hit a lot of home runs. They're just going to pitch well. They're not going to make a lot of errors.
Technical difficulties. I'm sorry, guys.
We're okay. But the Guardians, they're going to play guards ball. They're going to play their brand of baseball. They're going to bunt. They're going to pitch incredible. And I don't know if the Tigers can hold up with that. They have Tarek Skubal. The Guardians play pesky. They can score a few runs off Skubal. So I'm going to take the Guardians in that series, honestly.
I got to roll with the Tigers. I think they're a younger, inexperienced team, but they've been here before. I think they're going to come through and they're going to figure it out, and they're going to move on to the ALDS.
Definitely.
So we differ there, but
Yeah.
I'm taking the Tigers.
Honestly, whoever wins that, I think the Mariners take care of business.
Yeah.
The Mariners look really good. They have a really good starting pitching staff, too. They got Brian Wu, who's incredible, and then they can throw who's their game to? Logan Gilbert probably, or George Kirby. Any of those guys, they're all incredible.
Yeah, they got a good 3 strong starters.
And that's what you need.
And Kirby, Wu, and
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
And then their bullpen just always gets the job done. Andres Munoz is one of the best closers in baseball. On the bottom half of the bracket, though, it's the Yankees. Come on, never a doubt.
I want to avoid talking about them right now. I don't know why. Obviously I'm gonna take the Yankees to win the World Series. I do believe that they have the capability of doing so, and I really want to see that. Obviously it's biased, but at the end of the day, I think the Yankees are one of the best teams in baseball, if not the best, and I think they're gonna find themselves back in the World Series. It's obviously a little different roster than last year's team, but you have a lot of guys that have been there before, like Judge. Bellinger, don't forget, he's played in the big games. He won the World Series when he was on the Dodgers. Paul Goldschmidt has been in the big games before. Obviously, Volpe played in the World Series last year. Wells played in the World Series last year. Fried won a World Series with the Braves. The list goes on. Rodon was in the postseason last year for the Yanks. So the list goes on, but there's also a lot of guys who are inexperienced in the big moments. So it should be a fun team to watch. Obviously, Jazz was a guy in the World Series last year, so it'll be interesting to see, but I really do have good vibes about the Yanks.
I think this team is so much more skilled than last year's team. There's not as many holes in the lineup. Last year you had Verdugo. Rizzo was not great. Wells disappeared in the playoffs. Got to hope that doesn't happen again.
He was pretty
Yeah,
awful
besides
until the
that,
World
he
Series.
had
Yeah,
that grand slam. That stole everyone's heart back. But
I mean, yeah, you don't have Juan Soto, but Juan Soto is out golfing. I think the Yankees should actually bring Juan Soto
yeah, if he
to
wants,
throw out the first pitch, maybe in Game Two. Yeah,
not
because
game one.
he's his winter's like free. He can play
Exactly.
golf right now or something. So yeah, why not call Juan Soto? I think the fans would love it.
I hope it was worth going to Queens so his mom could get a suite in Citi
Yeah,
Field and not watch the playoffs.
and
I
well,
hope it
I
was
think
worth
I
it.
think that's why he went there because he didn't want to play baseball in October. So
He wanted to
good
go.
for Juan Soto.
Yeah, now he can enjoy his vacation, have a good off season. But
Yeah,
Yankees will
yeah.
be busy playing, meaningful baseball games. The
Let
Mets couldn't
let's
score
jump over
one
to the
run.
other side of the bracket to the team that took their place. The Cincinnati Reds are taking on the defending champion
It's a tough matchup.
Los Angeles Dodgers. I really do feel for them. Honestly, I got to be completely honest. If that was the Mets playing the Dodgers, I would feel good about the Mets. I do not feel good about the Reds one
No,
bit.
no,
I think their work is cut out for them. Yeah, they have some fun guys on that team. Ellie De La Cruz is one guy who's electric to watch.
Hunter Green can shove.
Yeah, yeah, but we will. I think it's going to be too hard to crawl past the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to face Blake Snell, Yamamoto, and then Otani. I mean, I don't see a path where they beat any of those guys. To be honest, I think that could be over in two.
Yes,
But in that same side of the bracket, Dodgers versus Phillies in the NLDS,
could feed families.
that's an
amazing.
incredible. But like
It's
Reds,
awesome.
Reds Phillies, that's not exciting. Give me Dodgers Phillies. That's gonna be incredible. But the Brewers, what are your thoughts on the Brewers? Do you think they're a legit one seed, or do you think they're gonna kind of collapse against either the Padres or the Cubs?
Dude, I have no idea.
I
I
know.
could not tell you. I really do not know. This was a team that was pretty out of it early and has taken the league by storm. I think that I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they had the best record in the MLB.
Yeah.
Clinched the number one seed in the postseason. I really do think though the Padres and Cubs are going to be a problem for them.
I know. I think the Padres, just based on vibes, the Padres just have the vibes. You know what I mean? They have Tatis, Machado, Mason Miller now out of the bullpen, and Suarez both throwing 102 out of the bullpen. I don't know if the Brewers can handle that. They do have home field advantage, which is always big. But I think the Padres take care of the Cubs. The Cubs, Cade Horton, one of their best pitchers, just got injured.
I think the Cubs are still a very talented team though.
They need PCA to show up. He has disappeared in the second half. He was in MVP talks in the first half of the season, and then he just disappeared. He just strikes out way too much, chases too much. I do think that series will go to 3 games definitely, but in the end, I think the Padres take care of business.
Okay, I'm going to take the Cubs. I don't know. I'm just excited about them. I think they're a fun team.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wrigley Field's going to be electric too, I believe. Yeah,
exactly.
that series is in Wrigley.
I think they're excited to finally, get the postseason back there. It's gonna be really good.
Definitely. Um, what else do we have here on the notes? So Boone also announced today, per Brian Hoke, that Cam Schlittler would start a potential Game 3 for the Yankees. Kind of already knew this, like Ryan said earlier, based on his start getting moved to Saturday, but now it's officially confirmed. So great for Cam Schlittler. I mean, he came up in a time when the Yankees needed him, and man, did he deliver. He's done about all we could ask of him, honestly. If he comes back next year with a changeup to his repertoire, oh my gosh, is he going to be an elite pitcher for years to come in the MLB?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I just think the Yankees have to take care of business tomorrow night, and I think that's where it starts. If they can set the tone early in the series, Fried can go out there and shove. I think it's going to be very hard for the Red Sox to get past Carlos Rodon in Game 2.
Exactly, and Boone needs to be good with his bullpen management because you can't have. I know Boone loves to throw Fernando Cruz, but you can't throw him out there in the 6th inning of every single game. It'd be great if Fried can go 6 or 7 innings. Yep, 6, 7. Ha ha ha. If he can go 6 or 7 innings, and then we can go to, at this point, probably Devin Williams in the 8th inning, and then Bednar. I really trust Devin Williams right now, honestly, especially if it's a righty lane where he's got 3 righties or 2 righties. I really trust him right now.
Yeah, I agree.
He could win back a lot of Yankee fans' hearts. If he has a good October, those however many losses he's accountable for, a lot of Yankee fans will forget about that. If he has a dominant October and helps us hopefully get back to the Fall Classic.
I love it. I love it. That's all I got. I mean, I think we're gonna probably record again this week at some point.
Oh, definitely. Definitely Friday. I don't know, maybe before Friday, but definitely Friday because I don't we
either we're recapping the season
Oh
or
gosh, don't say that. That's crazy that it could be over.
I don't know. Maybe if the Yankees go out and win tomorrow, we'll record a short
Yeah.
game recap So we'll see.
We'll see.
Vibes could be really high tomorrow. We'll see.
They
It's tentative.
tomorrow at about 9:30 or 10 o'clock will be. I don't want to know how I'll be feeling. I'm nervous thinking about it right now.
It doesn't help. My roommate is a Red Sox fan,
Oh,
so
jeez.
he's like, yeah, we're watching every game together, and
That's
it's gonna be
fine.
tough. It's gonna be tough.
I like watching games by myself personally because people are gonna say something that's like dumb and
Yeah, and you freak out. You're like, dude,
I
come
know,
on.
I know, and a lot of people don't like watching baseball. I think it's one of the best sports to watch, honestly.
If you had to pick one player to stand out in this wild card series, who would it be and why?
One player to stand out in this wild card series and why? Give me Cody Bellinger.
Really?
I think Belly's in for a big October, like you said. 2020 in that COVID World Series, he was incredible for the Dodgers. He robbed a home run. I think he was hitting home runs left and right. I think he can really have a big postseason, and that would lead to the Yankees bringing him back next year, which I really think they should. Who's your one guy?
Hot take, and I could be totally wrong, but I think it's a guy who's been in this spot before. I think he's going to have a big home run in one of these games. Give me Anthony Volpe.
I love it. If
I think he's gonna
Volpe
play
is
great
good,
defense.
oh my gosh.
He's going to play great defense. I think he's going to hit a big home run in one of the games. It could be tomorrow night for crying out loud. I feel really good about this Yankees squad.
If Volpe is good, that just makes this team so like the lineup so much deeper. That lineup's 1 through 9 really good. Besides arguably Ryan McMahon, but his defense is so good he could strike out 4 times a night. I really don't care, to be honest. And he went deep the other day, so maybe he's getting a little hot streak for the postseason. You never know.
We'll see.
But yeah, like Ryan said, maybe we'll check in with you guys tomorrow night. Maybe Friday, definitely Friday.
Keep tuned on the social media.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
sure
Instagram,
they'll be quite active.
I'll give you guys updates on the Instagram. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This will be a very exciting, nerve-wracking week in Yankees universe. But we'll get this video up tonight, so you guys will be watching this Monday night. But hope everybody enjoys the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share it with everybody. And follow the Instagram, Bronx_Banter. Put on the notifications. We'll be up. We'll be posting all sorts of playoff stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.